you can. Pigeon-toed bitch, pass it to my mans. Pocket rocket on me, that bitch in my hand. We gon' get the sliding in that minivan. But that girl so good, she can't even stand. Let's get these understood, you're inferior, you understand. Said that you was with it, but you up and ran. She eat my dick aphrodisiac, I get mine, best believe in that. Calico's bottle, don't see the cat. This blunt in the face, I need to pack. Going against me, you losing that. 200 on dash, not cruising that. Get smoke till a nigga get cataract. Hit a leg on a nigga, then double back. The double guy told me hit hard like a Kimbo. Kick dough, better get low like Limbo. Clips on me, they all on limbo. That just mean everything extendo. Run it up, asking for money, little bitch. Oh, you dumb or what's all of that killing? I'm digging on the guts. Yeah, one night I'll tell it, we'll stay in touch. Thought this go crazy, they really be in the woods. Dodging the snakes, these niggas is venomous. Give you some shells, I'm really too generous. Just stop trying to make it look effortless. That bitch is called bitch. Dive in a mosh pit. She suck, you must spit. Shoot till that gun click. Got rap, still want more rich. I'm a psycho, so who more sick? I hit, need a quick fix. Not like you, I'm a misfit. Yeah, that girl need closure, so I slumped her over. Yeah, she finna Nola. I think she went by Mocha.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, it's been a fucking while. It's been a fucking while. But we're back. It's been a year. Just about. I got with me fucking Dragon, Freelo, and the great Tony Chan. And I am your beautiful host, the great con man Connie. How are you guys doing? It's been a while, right?
Doing wonderful. It's my first like actual appearance.
My tonsils hurt.
What you been doing?
That man
I'm
been.
sick. Leave me alone, bro.
Hey, so I think we're just gonna fucking hop right into it. What you guys been up to in this past year? You know, it's been like I shit you not, it's literally been a year since our first episode, and we're recording this for my birthday, and hopefully we'll have it out by then. So yeah. So what you guys been up to in this past year? Anything?
I crashed my car.
Twice.
Yeah.
two times. I'm just being a slave to the corporation that doesn't care about me.
Hey, I lost 20 pounds. I lost weight. I actually lost quarantine weight, which is cool.
I'll put on
Got
20
rid of that
pounds. Well, I put on 20 pounds, started going to the gym. Regular shit.
Yeah, I
Same
feel
old, same old.
that. So like, Tony, how'd you crash your car the first time? I think that was the funny one. Yo, that nigga really said, bro, I crashed into some cones.
If we come from back then, and we had 3 now, then. But
3.
that shit, yeah, I forgot all about that. Look, that wasn't my fault. Listen, a nigga was working too hard. Like I did a 9 to 5 working outside, straight heat, body dying and shit. Actually, no, I think I worked inside that day. But regardless of the fact, I ain't eat no lunch, I ain't take no break, I ain't even had like no water, nigga. I just raw dog the whole day. I tried to go home, shit cool, and I felt a little sleepy. And then traffic. Yep. That stop and go shit. I couldn't keep myself up. I was going like 80, you know. I was like, all right, I'm lit, you know, we zooming, you know, pushing it through. Once I got that stop and go, niggas doing 20 stop, 20 stop, 20 stop. Nigga, stop turned into a nap. Nigga, next thing I know is doof, 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 doof. I smacked the shit out of like 4 or 5 cones. One of them got stuck under like my right tire, and I just kept driving with that bitch until it slid off in the middle of the street. or the middle of the freeway, and then I just drove home. I ain't even stopped. I ain't stopped to look at my shit until I made it home. I said, fuck that, I'm not stopping. I drove with that cone. That cone was under my car for like a good mile. And I just shot through it. I just said, fuck that. Somebody turned on their hazard lights behind me, but I don't know why. I wasn't stopping.
Bro, you know what's funny as shit? The night before that, me and Tony were up to like 4 or 5 in the morning queuing fucking ranked, bro. We were dead eyes just playing Smite till like 5 or 4 in the morning, knowing damn well he had work the next day.
Yeah, it was like I had like 5 different elements working against me. It was on me, but I mean, like, shit, ain't nobody know.
How many cones did you hit before you woke up?
A solid like I think I knocked down like 3, opened up, smacked the 4th, and then I had swerved out the way before I hit like the 5th or something like that.
Wait, so were they doing construction or something? Was there anyone like working? That was
Yeah,
kinda, like,
that's why
yelling?
we had it wasn't no workers and nothing like that nearby, but like it's a freeway that's been under construction for years, and it's been constant traffic. Everybody hate that freeway. It don't make no sense why I still did like that.
You're talking
That
about like
sounds
75?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna hop into the first topic. First topic is irrational fears. Y'all got anything that is like irrational that like you're afraid of?
I mean, I have like a really common phobia. Like, I'm really, really scared of like spiders and shit. But like, I feel like the level that I take it to is very irrational.
I mean,
Like-
all right. So hold up. Let me go first then, so you
Go
can
ahead.
think about it. My irrational fear, I shit you not, clowns and dentists. I think both of them niggas is psychopaths. Like every time I hear, I really think it was because of my stint in researching serial killers when I was in high school or whatever. I think the nigga name was like John Gacy or something. And yeah, he dressed up as a clown and just killed people. I'm like, all right, I gotta watch out for clowns. And it's so irrational because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've never seen a clown in like real life. That's not something you'll run into.
Oh, you're
Like,
talking about John Wayne Gacy.
yeah. I think he traumatized me low key. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I feel as though if you actually put on makeup, a fucking squishy ass nose, big ass shoes, there's something wrong with you upstairs. And people who like who aspire to be dentists, there's something wrong with you. You like working on other
mean,
people's
okay,
teeth. Like you that's a power thing. It has to be.
I mean, you can say that for any doctor if you're like that's the way you look at it. You like working on people's hearts. Well, like, what are you? Like, I feel like
Nigga,
they're just
that's
trying to
like
help you feel better, man. Come
no.
on.
I mean, sure, but like with doctors, that's like all right. You saving a life. Like, granted, like you can die from having fucked up teeth. Like, I'm not sure if niggas know that or not, but like you can die from having fucked up teeth. But it's just something about those drills and me being right there. And damn, the last time I went to a dentist, they was like, she like hit my gum or some shit, and she started making me bleed, and she started acting like it was my fault, and I was like, I
You don't
didn't like
floss enough.
that. He's like, no, you don't floss enough. I'm like, you use a sharp utensil and hit my gum, and it's my fault because it did its proper response. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm afraid of them. I think they like to hurt me on purpose.
Low key, dentists are actually kind of like the gods of gatekeeping, or not gatekeeping, but like gaslighting.
That
Like,
shit's very funny.
You never
Bro, you know
brush
a
your teeth
dentist
right
could like,
enough.
yo, hold on. You know a dentist could like tell if you've like sucked dick recently? I'm
Wait,
serious.
what?
Like
What?
what's it called? When we were
How
doing
you
the
know?
mentorship, when we were doing
Oh.
the mentor, let me explain, right? So I just graduated from high school recently, right? And before I graduated my senior year, I was in this GT mentorship class where you pick a mentor and all that kind of stuff, right? And like it could be a whatever mentor or whatever. And one of my friends picked a dentist. And for one of the assignments we had, like the class went around and like asked like different mentors different things, right? And I told the mentor, I was all like, "Hey, sir, I read somewhere that like a dentist could like tell if you had just like given oral pleasure to somebody recently, and is that true?" He giggled and he said, "Yeah, we can. There's like after you give head." He didn't say it like that, but I'll give you like the layman's term, right? After you give head, if they're like hitting the back of your throat, it will leave like an indent, like all the way back there. And when they're cleaning your teeth, they'll see it. So isn't that crazy? So if you're like a thought, and you go to the dentist right
Nah,
afterwards, he knows.
you gotta be hold up.
He
You
knows.
you gotta be sucking some sharp dick, nigga. If it's
Like,
even
what?
an
Some
indent in the
pencil
back
dick,
of your
like, what the
Oh
yeah,
my fucking
nigga, like
god, bro.
nah.
Bro, that shit gotta be punching your fucking uvula or whatever the fuck that shit is called, bro. Like, damn. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Bro, if it's like
That's a
poking that
thing.
shit hard enough to leave a dent, like how
God
bad must that
damn.
shit hurt?
Not a
Yeah,
dent.
nigga.
Not a dent. It's like a
She
little
was
mark.
fighting
It's like
for her
almost like a little
fucking
bruise.
life.
Bro,
Bro.
I think that and the fact that like a dentist will like not ask you any questions until they're like fizz deep in your fucking mouth. You play any sports? Bitch, I can't talk, let alone breathe. What do you
Uh-huh.
want? Like, back
Yo,
How was
up,
your
bro.
day?
wait, hold up. That makes me question. I wonder what Tiana Trump dentist think of her. Like,
What?
I mean, I'm sure her dentist knows who she is.
you think so?
There's no way. If it's a guy dentist, I'm sure he knows.
Nah, I don't know.
I think even if it's a girl dentist,
Like,
who
would
doesn't know
you?
who Tiana Trump is?
I mean, I know the name. I wouldn't be able to put it to a face. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to like.
No,
All
I
right,
know the face.
you know, of course, you know the
I know
face.
the
I
face
wouldn't be
pretty well, man.
surprised.
Come on.
I know her face better than mine. Come on,
Bro, like I could
Oh
pick her out in a
man.
lineup. Like, all right, um,
what was that one?
would y'all like? Would y'all pay for her to like? You know?
Oh yeah, when she I'm not gonna lie to you, I kept this a secret from everybody. But when she made that tweet about the $1,400 for 2 positions, I DM'd her.
You're lying.
Swear to
Bro,
God,
he was down tough.
I definitely
He was
DM'd her.
down like those. I feel it, bro.
Like,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
I would have give her 1,400 and more with the tip.
what the
I'm so
fuck?
sorry.
Yo, so like, ho. So like, how would you have carried that out if she responded? Like, would you have to send her a meat pic? Like, I wonder how that would have went. Like, you know, like,
I'm sure she doesn't care.
I mean, all right. So
I'm
like,
sure she doesn't care about dick size.
I guess that's a philosophical question. Would you pay for pussy if you know for the fact it's gonna be good? Like 100%, you know it's gonna be fire. Would you do it?
If
I
I
only
got
wanted
it
to
like
do it
that
for-
and it,
Go ahead.
if I got it like that and it's like some celebrity like Kylie Jenner or some bitch, somebody that's very well known. I guess like Tiana Trump counts.
Yeah.
I think I would, depending if they're not asking for like an unholy amount.
I would
Like
just do it
bitches,
just to say I did.
like
I feel
bitches
that.
on OnlyFans already do that shit.
I mean, fucking listen. I do it, man. Like I feel as though like if I got more money than I do time, why not, man? Like why not just fucking find you a fucking 40 ball to do that shit real quick? Like
Wait, hold on. You said $40?
nah,
You think you're
nah,
gonna
nah,
get good
not
pussy for
not
$40?
you not getting shit for $40. I'm just saying, like I just threw out a random number. I'm just like, bro. So like for me, I Chloe X Haley, both of them straight up. Yeah, just I'm not even going to go into details because this is a family show. But like,
So what's the
yeah, I
cap?
do that. Huh? What's the cap?
What's the limit to the what's the limit to the amount you'll spend?
Now in the hypothetical, I throw 10, 5 for each one. Like if
10
I
bands?
got it like that, yeah, for sure, I'd do that. Yeah.
Listen, man, I feel like y'all are a little too proud about this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if I were to do some shit like this, I would like not tell a soul, like, or at least I would not tell a soul that that's how how it went down. I
Fam,
wouldn't be
I
like,
don't
yeah,
care.
I paid for
I
that.
don't care.
I'd be like,
I
yeah, we
did
just
it.
met and we
I
fucked.
did it. Lil
did it.
Baby is one of the
Did it.
biggest artists in the world, and he's out here paying for pussy.
He is?
Yes.
Yeah. An
Since when?
OnlyFans girl
Yeah.
leaked them.
Yeah.
How much did he pay?
I don't know. He even said
I'm
it
not
in.
quite sure. She said an amount, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he said it in his fucking in some of the songs on The Voice of the Heroes. Like he be talking about that shit. Like you could be fucking escorts and shit. Like it's not
Bro,
cool,
wait, the
but it's
funniest thing about that to me when that whole thing came down was that he had a girl the whole time.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's known for getting
That's
cheated
funny
on
as
by that
shit.
nigga too. I wouldn't do that to her.
Yeah.
Not me. I wouldn't do that to her.
I don't even know who his girl is. Is she like well known?
Her name's like
she's just a thick bitch.
yeah, honestly. All right, but we're
Just like
veering
the
off
rest of 'em.
topic. No. So this nigga wanted to talk about service stories. So Freelo, you got the table. Go ahead. What's your funny work story?
Funny work story.
Yeah, either or. Like, because
Um,
like we were talking to the GC about it, and he was like, "Bro, we got to talk about it. I
Yeah.
got so many fucking stories. Let's hear it, man."
I don't got so many. I just got a couple that are like really funny to me at least.
Go ahead.
Like some bullshit, like the one that I just said. Like the other day, somebody came into work, and it was like this little white kid, like fucking 5'4". He was like at least like 14, 15 years old, You know, like the typical white kid, like bowl cut with the glasses and shit like that. And then I take his order, you know, let me get this smoothie with this food item. What do you want for your side? Blah blah blah. Right. At the end of the order, I ask for his name, and that guy goes Nick. I'm like, okay, Nick. He's like, no, take my last name too. I'm like, what's your last name? He's like, it's Gurr. I'm like, wait, come again? He's like, yeah, my name is Nick Gurr. And like he said it, I swear to God, like he said it fast too. So like it sounded like it was
Niggers.
So I'm like, all right, Nick. I'm like, all right, Nick, your food will be out in just a second. And bro, like I couldn't believe my coworker was sitting right there too. He looked at me. He's like, you really just took that order. I'm like, bro, I don't know what else to do. I'm like, I'm not gonna kick him out.
Bro, I mean that props to that kid, man, because like I wouldn't have done that shit at his age. Like I honestly like this is kind of like veering off topic, but like one of my favorite things to do at work is make white people uncomfortable. So like nah, like dead ass. So I'm like probably one of only maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 tops black people on my shift, right? And my yeah, on my shift. Anytime they ask me to do something that I really don't want to do, I'm just like, why? Because I'm black. You want to isolate me from the rest of the group? And they go, no, 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 no. And I just start laughing in their face, like, bro, I love making white people feel uncomfortable. Because it's like, I feel as though that's my form of reparations. Like, niggas never going to get their 40 acres and a mule. So this is like, hey, this is like, bro, like, reverse racism helps. It works. Like, like you guys should do it. Like I swear to God. Like here's the thing. Just like just start fidgeting the next time you go to the airport. Just like make people feel uncomfortable. Just do it. Do it. That's
Pull
what
out
they
my phone and start Arabic every like 45 minutes on the dot.
You just need an Arabic friend and just speak Arabic very loudly. Like you could say the most angriest sounding thing in Arabic and it could just mean nothing. And they would feel uncomfortable. Like you could be like, the bathroom is over there, but if it sounds angry as shit in Arabic, people will look at you funny. I'm telling you, my serotonin levels go up.
Angry as shit, and everything sounds angry as shit in Arabic.
Okay, okay, wait. I got a funny story about like what happened in elementary school about that whole making white people uncomfortable thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had this principal named Mr. Williams. He was probably like the weirdest principal I ever had, right? In the butt ass crack of dawn, as soon as we got in the school at like 7:20 a.m. Every single morning on the speakers, he would be, "Good morning, scholars!" Every single fucking morning. We had that and then the Pledge of Allegiance. So it was like halfway into the school year with this new principal, Mr. Williams. And halfway through, we started learning about slavery in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Oh, God.
And then Mr. Williams was sitting in on the class. So during the topic, he made the teacher stop talking about it for a second. And then wrote on the board, and he said, I want every white kid to write this 100 times inside of their book. And it was like, I'm sorry for what my ancestors did to you guys.
My God.
And it was like 3 or 4 pages that it would have to fill up.
Oh my God.
Because it was like, oh, they had to write that shit 100 times. Not even like 3 days afterwards, they had like an entire parent-teacher conference where all the fucking teachers or all the parents were like screaming at that principal. And it was the funniest shit in the world, dude. He literally got forced to resign from that school.
That's fucking hilarious.
Bro.
Like a king.
But I swear he has to be a closeted racist. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe otherwise.
I mean, like, personally, What do you, as a child, what do you do in that situation? Because, like, you don't fully understand.
They were all so lost.
I would be so lost and confused.
They did.
They had no choice but to do it.
There was only like 4 or 5 white kids. Yeah, there was only like 4 or 5 white kids in my class, but they all did it.
Bro.
Bro, they must feel so segregated. Holy shit.
He did it in every single class, dude.
Oh my fucking God.
I like that. Shouts out to that guy.
Like 200, 300 students that he had to do it to. It was insane, dude.
I had a racist music teacher back in elementary school. I don't have a lot of memories of him, but he was like our choir teacher. And I remember one time I was in choir, right? And the middle school I went to was like very diverse. So there's like there was Arabic people, like African Americans, white people, everything, right, from like all races and ethnicities, right. And we were like, doing choir shit, singing along, playing instruments, whatever the fuck, right. And he plays Bruno Mars, and we're expected to like to sing along to this, right. And like when we don't know the words, he says, and I quote, he gets up and like says to the class, right, and like while looking at like the African American and like light skinned and black kids, right, he says, "Come on now, y'all are supposed to know this. This is your people, bro, bro." That man got fired so fucking quickly. I never saw him again after this. I literally don't know where he went. Don't know if he like got like fucking murdered or something. I don't know. I don't know. He was just never seen again after that.
Bro, I like
Let that man go.
the
He had the
funniest.
widest name too. His name was Mr. Zuzalik. He was so Caucasian, it was unholy, bro.
What?
That
that
sounds like
shit
a
sounds
brolic ass
exotic.
name. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, that shit sound hard as
He
shit.
was like, he's like five. No, he's like 5'5" with a comb over, bro. Short as shit, bro. Not he's like skinny as shit, skinnier
Bro,
than I
that's
was
a
at the time,
brolic
or
ass
than I
name,
am
bro.
like now,
That's
bro.
not like an anime name
Bro,
like Zuzalik.
that
Yo.
shit was so fucking funny, bro.
I'm not even going to cap. Y'all ever feel bad for white people sometimes in those like situations or whatever? Because it's like I feel like, all right, so like for me personally, niggas know how I feel about white people, but like yo, white people today, like the normal ones, they don't really be doing shit. You get what I'm saying? And they just get blamed for that shit. Y'all don't ever feel
They put
bad
themselves in that
sometimes?
situation.
Like they just woke up and chose Caucasity. Like I guess. I feel as though they should have, I don't know, like they need some pity. They need
Reparations?
something. No, reparations for what? Nigga, they got 401ks, credit, good neighborhoods. They fucking move into bad neighborhoods and the value just go up. They don't need none of that. But what I'm saying is
16 years
sometimes
old with a BMW X5. Like what?
like sometimes I feel bad because it's like, damn, you're automatically predisposed to be racist, high key, if you like really think about it. Because it's like, if you are a well-off white person, then you're not gonna know the struggles of poverty or whatever. I'm not saying black people are linked to poverty, but like, follow me real quick. So like, they're so disconnected from it. So like, when they hear hip hop or like rap or whatever, like Dragon said, it was like, this is your guys' music, right? I'm finally being a part of it. Like, we're coming together. You're just sitting there like, nah, this ain't it, bro. And it's like they want to be included and they want to feel like they are like, they're part of the struggle, but they don't understand it. I low key feel bad for that because sometimes the struggle is fun. Like, instead of going to the pool, you open up a fire hydrant. You ever did that before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fun as shit, bro. Like,
I mean, it builds character, though.
yeah, it builds
It
fucking character, and
definitely does.
that's what it is. I feel bad for white people that don't have character because I think everybody should be not like dirt ass poor, but like niggas should know what it's like to struggle before you get your shit, and that's where a lot of white people is lost. They lost in the sauce, bro.
I mean, I don't feel like you don't have to go through it to know it. You know what I mean?
I, mm,
I feel like
I feel like they want to relate to it like so bad to the point where it's like that they feel like they've gone through it, but like you just got to know of it. You know what I mean? You don't.
I like. All right, so like, here's the thing. I know of like police brutality, right, and I empathize with it. But at the same time, I've never been to like a protest rally or something like that. I've never been fucking pepper sprayed or tased or anything crazy like that. So like, yeah, it's levels to it. Like, yeah, you can know of it, but like I've never experienced it, and that way I can never
I
fully
don't like the
connect to
fact that
you know.
there are some white people that are born into privilege, but instead of embracing the privilege that they're born into, they instead want to try to relate with being like poverty stricken. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that shit is so ghetto.
that shit is so trash. Like, bro, I would choose to wake up rich every day and not even realize that poverty exists. I would choose that 100% every day. But, I don't is it boredom? Is that it? Like, I know you said it's like they want to connect, and I agree, like 100%. But at the same time, it's like it has to be something else there. Like, what is so good about, struggling aside from it building character, like to them? Like I don't get that. Like you have it
Bro,
made.
you know what? It's not. Listen,
It's
listen,
the
man.
fact that they want something that they don't already have.
I get that.
Listen, I don't even think it's that. I feel like it's so like, how do I explain it? I've seen both sides, right? I've gone to private schools. I've gone like was stuck up like rich white kids and like public schools. I've seen it all. I've seen like both sides of the coin, right? And I feel like when it comes to like rich white like people like claiming to know the struggle or to be part of it, it's because they listen to the same like type of music, right? Like they listen to hip hop and they hear how it's like so like how they hear how it's like portrayed by people like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, and they think that life is almost fun and enticing, so they try and like fake claim it while they're living in the suburbs
All right, so let me
just to
piggyback
be
off
cool.
that and go back to what Freelo said about you just have to know it. That's the difference I was talking about. So like you can turn on, let's say like G Herbo or whatever. Like he makes like hard rap or whatever, or like Chief Keef, he makes drill music, Dirk, whatever. And you can have these white kids from the suburbs and they'll get like enthralled into this lifestyle, and all of a sudden they're like on social media just acting like they're from this place when they're not. So that's why I'm like, all right, yeah, you can know the struggle or whatever, but at some point you would have to fully experience it in order to like really understand and grasp what it is. Because even though like I didn't grow up in the best of neighborhoods or whatever, I still don't know what it's like to grow up in fucking Chicago where like niggas was dying every day, like niggas was dying every day. So like, and it's a whole lot of shit that comes
It
with
ain't
like
that
being there.
bad.
How do you know? Well, you live in Detroit, so like,
I'm
I
in
mean,
Detroit.
Come on, bro.
Nigga, what the hell?
Listen,
Are those
I
gunshots
never
or fireworks?
listen, bro. I mean, you told the difference real easy, but motherfucking, I'll never forget a day. I was walking home, like it was like 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Niggas just getting out of school or leaving practice and shit like that. I'm just casually walking. I hear like 6 gunshots a block down. Nigga, like I'd never forget a city for that. That was the most ghetto shit.
and that's
Usually that shit don't phase me, but a nigga spare walk for once.
listen, listen, man. That's funny as shit. Like I said, I've seen both sides. Like when I first came to the U.S., I wasn't in the suburbs. I was living in Section 8 for a decent bit of time, right? And when I was there, like obviously I experienced like both sides of the coin. I experienced what it's like to be poor, and I know what it's like to be, better off now in the suburbs. And um, I really feel like it's just a lot of ignorance, especially for like the younger like white kids who've just been like very, like born in like privilege and like wealth. Like I feel like a perfect example of that was like how that like so many white people went on social media and were bashing Dirk over like the whole Vaughn thing. How
yeah.
like why is what's it like
Why haven't you
what was the
kids
dude's
yet?
name? Ricky Rondo. Why is he not dead yet or something? Like
Yeah,
I feel like they just like I feel like it's just ignorance and it's not really something you could teach unless you're like really there.
yeah. That's why I was like, fam. I like everyone should struggle, like not like a lot, but like everyone should understand what it means to struggle in order to build character, and so you won't have your kids saying dumbass shit like that online. Because it's like, fam, you got fucking little Timmy upstairs in your three-story house in the suburbs and shit, just typing ratio. I would have slid if I was Dirk already. Like, shut your dumb ass
Literally.
up. Like, you don't understand what the fuck that is. I don't even understand what that is. Like, you understand? So it's like, yeah, niggas need character. Niggas need to fucking struggle and get some character growing or whatever. So that's why I like high key feel bad for white people that's like that. Now you do have white people that's like, oh, I grew up in the hood and shit. That's cool. That don't mean you black, but I get it. We cut from the same cloth a little bit, I guess, But
I guess.
yeah, like that's a that's another thing. You got two different sides of white people. You got white people. All right, you got three. You got regular, like everyday white people. You got white people that we were just talking about, and then you got poverty white people or whatever, where it's like I grew up in the hood, so I can say
The poor
nigga.
whites.
Yeah, I can say nigga. Like I grew up around blacks. Like Nah, it don't work like that.
Oh
It don't.
no.
I'm sorry, it don't. And like, I get the whole like you can appreciate black culture or whatever if like you grew up in the hood as a white person, but like you can't say nigga. Like we gotta draw the line somewhere. And I get to some people it's just a word or whatever, but you can't have these niggas going somewhere where they're not from or whatever saying nigga and then getting slept. It was like I thought it was cool. I said it with them. Like so yeah.
Bro, every time like we have this discussion, I always just remember that video of that dude getting like slapped with a fucking twisted tea can. Like that shit is just as fucking hilarious to me as it gets, bro. That man was so confident until he couldn't get back. um, I don't know, dude. I feel like white people like that, like this not deserve, but like I feel like they'll never like really like be set straight until like they catch a twisted T to the jawline at least
Oh,
once.
hey, one more thing before we hop to the next topic. Yo, I feel as though y'all have seen the influx of videos of like racist white people talking to black people on camera and nothing happens.
The Karens and shit, or what?
Yeah.
Or
Bro, punch these niggas in the face. Stop entertaining these racist ass people, bro, and start slapping the shit out of niggas. Like on me. I don't understand why
that's
the
how you go
fuck
to jail, bro. You
I
giving
don't
bad advice.
care. Like I don't like niggas need to learn, bro. Niggas need to learn. Fam, why are you entertaining someone racism? The video is like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long, and it's just them going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then the video ends. And I'm just like, you could have just slapped the shit out of her and just kept it pushing, bro. Like it was this
Listen,
video.
man.
No, hold up. It was this video of this black and white lady that got into it in front of the white lady's property or whatever, right? You want to know what the fuck happened? Around the
Uh-huh.
30, 35 second mark, that black lady got called the N-word and she dragged that white lady off our property into the parking lot. I was like, yes, retribution. Like we need more of that. Like, fam, slap the shit out of these racist ass white people, bro. But what were you about to say?
Listen, man. I feel like that's terrible advice, especially like in more southern states where there's a whole like bunch of more racist white people.
I
Because
mean,
even if it is on camera, bro, like somebody's like on your property or calling you like the hard R or something like that, and you put your hands on them, I feel like somebody's just gonna start busting somewhere. I feel like shots will be fired, and if the police come, I feel like they're gonna side with the white people, and that just causes even more problems.
yeah, I mean,
I feel
niggas,
like
niggas can't know the
I feel
law, bro.
like as annoying as it is, I feel like it's just best to ignore it. Unless there's like really on your property, then you could just like record it and call the police. But besides that, I don't really think you should really put your hands on somebody. But I feel like it's just not a good look.
Hey, Freelo, you here?
Yep.
Hey, what's your view on cancel culture? Like,
I don't believe it exists outside of Twitter. I'm not
It
gonna lie.
doesn't
Like
exist.
it happens for like, let's say 1 month. People will pretend to hate the artist, but over time, like that shit's just gonna go right back to normal, exactly to how it was before. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
People
mean,
want to pretend to hate the artist that they don't like so bad, but it's not gonna work.
yeah, I mean,
Uh,
like, all right, so like with these celebrities and shit, bro, like you have millions of people that like them or whatever, like literally millions, and like bars, like short of like fucking murder, you would have to like do something like on that level for niggas to be like, all right, we gotta get you the fuck out of here. Like the latest topic right now is the baby and his homophobic, misogynistic comments on the Rolling Loud stage or whatever, and niggas is like, oh, he should get canceled. He should get canceled. And while I agree that that nigga should have some form of punishment for what he was saying, and like it's happening, you know, he got taken off of Lollapalooza, I think it was, or whatever.
Yeah.
something like
He's
that, yeah.
gonna bounce back from that eventually. And my thing is this: I don't think. All right, so I think it's two types of like canceling going on or whatever. It's one where it's like, all right, that's valid. Like if that shit happens in like modern times, as in like the baby's case or whatever, where he did that shit like 2 weeks ago or like a couple days ago, or whatever the fuck, whenever it happened. that's valid, right? Like, yeah, get this thing out of here. But if you digging up tweets from like 10 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I don't think that person should get canceled for that. I'm sorry, like unless it
Like what
was
they
like,
did.
yeah, like all right, so like if someone was tweeting off the wall shit, I don't think they should get canceled. Because here's the thing: 10 years ago, it was socially acceptable to say the F word. It was. That's how Tyler the Creator got his fucking start. Like people were calling him a homophobe and all of that. But like niggas was rocking with it essentially. And I'm not
Remember what they
like
did to Kevin Hart?
That's what I was just about to say.
yeah,
That's literally what
yeah,
they did to
yeah,
Kevin Hart.
yeah. And I'm not like and I don't want people thinking that I'm defending Tyler the Creator for his behavior or whatever. Or anyone for that matter. But what I'm saying is like people look at things in the current lens instead of like how it was then. You have people that legitimately do grow. Like 10 years is a long fucking time. Think about the things that's being said now in 2021 and look at it at 2031. You may not think it, but like it may be some shit that you're doing or saying now that could be seen as wrong 10 years later. Should your career be affected by that? Now, granted, that shit that they were saying, they knew that was wrong. Like, yeah, we know that. But in a social climate, it was more acceptable. It wasn't acceptable, but it was like, more okay, so to say. So in that
You wouldn't.
climate, yeah, go
I
ahead.
think the word you're looking for is like there wasn't like much like pushback.
Yeah,
There
like
wouldn't be a whole community on your head at the time.
10 years ago we were pushing to get to this point. But I think like should you I mean I feel as though you should get punished. And if you as a person who were affected in that group, if you feel as though you should stop listening or you should stop supporting, then yes, by all means, I support you doing that. Do whatever you got to do to help yourself feel as though you're, giving that person what they deserve. I feel as though people should be held accountable for whatever they've done, for whatever they said, or whatever. But if it's not something heinous, I feel as though saying a fucking slur like that is not minor, but like it's not a big deal to me at least. I ain't even gonna cap. Like I grew up playing Modern Warfare 2, bro. Like I heard it all. So like maybe to someone else like that shit like yeah, like bro. What I'm saying might come
Bro,
off
those
as
lobbies were a
ignorant, but
fucking
like
joke.
Modern Warfare 2 lobbies is another way to build character. I I see some of the shit that people will be saying, and I'm just like, niggas is getting packed up for that. That's crazy.
I
Like,
heard, bro, back in the COD days. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so this might have to get censored. Like, it's not a racial slur, but like I heard like somebody get called a Section 8 porch monkey in a COD lobby, bro. Like, they come up with the most creative fucking shit, and it is just so unholy. I feel like people are like definitely right to get upset over like the shit that's like being said, obviously.
yeah,
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like back then people just didn't give a shit, or like it just wasn't as seen as like as bad almost. So like
my
when looking back on it, I guess I could see why. But I mean, I don't know. I guess we just didn't realize how bad it was back then.
I
Maybe that's what it was.
I think instead of like quote unquote canceling, I think we should just focus on the accountability aspect of it. Cause like canceling is just like trying to erase that nigga from existence. And like that's never gonna work. It's not gonna work. If you just try to hold that person accountable and however they take it, they can take it however, right? So like if I said a gay slur, right? And people were like, yo, Connie, you can't fucking say that. And I go, you know what? Damn, I fucked up, right? And you don't want to fuck with me no more, I can get mad at it, but like I also have to accept it, right? But at the same time, you trying to wipe me off the plane of existence because I said that shit, I don't think you should go that far. You know, I'm not out here murdering people. Like let's settle down. I just said words on the internet,
I
and
mean, listen, listen. I feel like if like the main like point of discussion right now is like the thing that happened with the baby, I feel like I feel like it was a little bit like almost career suicide. That was pretty bad.
Yeah,
At
nah,
least
that
monetarily
was pretty
wise.
bad. Yeah,
Like that was pretty bad. He's gonna lose a lot of money. He's gonna lose a lot of like
as he
sponsorships. Like Adidas
should.
not gonna fuck with him. Nike's not gonna fuck with him.
Like,
Coke's not gonna fuck with him. Like maybe Chick-fil-A. I don't know. But like
nah, Chick-fil-A is homophobic. But like, as you should, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it may seem like I'm rambling and saying nothing, or like, but like, what I'm really saying is like, yo, this nigga should be held accountable for his shit. But like, should he be erased from existence for it? Nah, I don't think so. Should he lose
I
these
mean
sponsorships and shit? Yeah, I think so. I think people
I
should
don't think
like.
that's fair. I don't think
I mean, why not?
I don't think that's
Because
like
it's like, all right.
I feel
So
like
hold up, hold
listen,
up.
I
Let
feel
me.
like
You can go ahead. I'm gonna Google something real quick. Go ahead.
the fact that like with like not just the baby, like what he did, like he should definitely get punished for it. But like I feel like the fact that like if an artist or like any kind of celebrity makes any form of mistake,
Mm-hmm.
they lose everything they've worked for is like unreasonable. Like the thing that happened with Manny Pacquiao back like a while back then, or way back like years ago when they were asking like how does he feel about like what's it called um gay people, and he gave his answer. I feel like that's not really fair for them to take away like his fucking um
I mean, all right. So
sponsorships and all that kind of shit
let
because
me.
he comes from like a completely different country. It was like almost a third world fucking country. Homophobia was like a big part of the culture over there, and he doesn't live in the states or didn't live in the states for a very long time and didn't really get adjusted. And the fact that they pulled his like deals immediately, I feel like is just like
All right. All right.
unreasonable.
All right. Let me stop you real quick. One, the baby is like 29. He's about to be 30 this year. So like, you should know 30 years going around the fucking planet. You should. I mean, going around the sun. I'm sorry. You should understand that some things shouldn't just be. They shouldn't just be said. And plus, he said that on a world stage, and that shit was unprovoked. Like, it was
Then
unprovoked.
again, though, you gotta think about the area he comes from, how he grew up, and the rap community itself.
Hold up. All right. That's a very interesting topic. So the rap community, a lot of these niggas is gay.
There, I
I-
can't.
Like,
Do you
I'm
think
not
so?
even going cap. I think
You think so?
yeah, not gay.
I mean, I know
but
like one rapper
bi.
who's gay,
But like,
and I don't even
fam,
know if he calls himself a rapper, but like Lil Nas,
like,
like off the top of
I
my
think
head.
a lot of these dudes is gay or bi. And like, here's the
Dude.
thing. Let me ask you something. If a TV show comes on, right, and you hate that TV show, what are you gonna do? You're gonna change the
He's
channel.
gonna
Right?
change his channel.
You're not gonna talk about how much you hate it. That don't make sense. You could go, oh, I hate this TV show, and then switch the channel, but that's it. Typically, if you don't like something, you don't talk about it. You don't acknowledge it. You just keep it pushing. Why is everyone constantly attacking gay people, the LGBT
Bec-
community?
because
Then again, you have to
because
take into account. Look at Twitter, though.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like,
no,
Twitter is.
I feel like this really has nothing to do with Twitter. I feel like
No, not just Twitter, but every platform. Always constantly attacking cis het men. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like
I mean,
So
no,
it's
no.
like-
All right. Hold on. Let's
It goes both ways. I'm
dial
not
it back.
defending anybody. It's just
All right, no, hold on. Let's dial it back. We can jump from side to side real quick, but let's dial it back real quick.
listen.
When
I
it
feel
comes, wait, hold up. When it comes to
Go ahead, go
gay
ahead.
people, niggas died for being gay. So let's start there. Niggas did die for being gay. So when it comes to people saying certain things about the LGBT community, I understand why there's outrage. I understand why people believe that these people should lose their sponsorships. I get that. I understand that 100%. I also support that. I'm not even going to cap with you because it doesn't matter how you've grown up, where you're from. I get the whole, oh, this whatever society that you're in, that's going to play a huge part on you. But beyond that, there should be basic human empathy and basic human understanding. To where it's the we're all on a spinning rock in the middle of nothingness, and this is probably the only life that we have, depending on your beliefs. If niggas want to be gay, they should just be gay. Why does it matter? It's not you. And it's not like you're forced to look at it. And people can be like, well, what about Lil Nas X videos? And all of these straight ass videos of these girls shaking their ass, and the baby was literally sliding down semen in one of his previous videos. That's gay as shit. That's gay. That's gay. But no one said anything.
I don't
Did you
even think.
did,
Listen,
did
I
you
don't.
see? Wait. Okay, wait. Did you see the statement that 42 Doug made?
Oh yeah,
He made a
that's
statement. What did he
wild.
say?
You
What
He
did
didn't
he
see it?
say?
that's
He
wild.
literally said, "Yeah, I'm homophobic. I'm gonna say it in my songs. You shouldn't be shoving this shit down so and so's throats."
You see
Oh,
what he did to his kid's neck? That was weird.
That was literally
yeah,
that was
very
the
weird.
post after what he did to his kid's neck.
That was very odd. Um,
But like
listen,
that's
but like circling back a little bit, I don't think that a lot of these rappers are like actually gay. I feel like that it's the
it's
environment that they
something.
were raised in. I feel like
It gotta be
especially
something.
like back in the day, especially like in places like the hood and the projects, um, like people were taught that being gay isn't masculine, especially like males, and that it makes you less of a man. So what people like, or what I'm assuming, like where the baby gets his head from or his thinking from is, hey, if you like if you're gay, you're not a true man, you're not masculine, you're not none of these things, right? So I feel like maybe it makes him feel more masculine to say it or something.
I
That's
mean,
that's
but
where I'm like thinking he's coming from.
one, he did a song with him.
He did? I
He
don't remember.
he did a song with Lil Nas X. He did the remix on Panini.
He did?
Yes, 2 years
I
ago.
don't remember. It's been
So
2 years.
yeah, he did. That's where more outrage comes from. It's like, bro, if you had such a problem with Lil Nas X, why hop on a song with him? Like even if it was 2 years ago.
You
And
think he's threatened?
huh?
You think he's threatened?
I mean, all right,
You,
possibly. But like my thing is this, bro. You did a song with him. So you have some form of connection with him. Now, could it be marketing? Because as soon as all of that outrage, all of those anti-gay comments came out, that's when the music video dropped. He dropped the music video like a day or two after that, and people were calling out the similarities between Lil Nas X video with Jack Harlow and his video because they were both jail themed or whatever.
hmm
And people were saying, "All right, well, did he see that video and get upset that he had a similar video, or like was it something else?" So like maybe, but like it's still not warranted. You get what I'm saying? Like you still shouldn't attack a whole community if that is the case over a video. And if it was just supposed to be directly towards Lil Nas X, and I'm not condoning him attacking Lil Nas X directly, but like you should have done that. You should have just attacked Lil Nas X specifically instead of fucking coming at gay people as a whole. You get what I'm saying? Now you're losing money, you're losing all of this shit. And like honestly, I gotta go back to what I said in the group chat like a while ago. A lot of niggas would be more revered if they just shut the fuck up. Like, bro, imagine if you just went on stage, did your set, and just left. You wouldn't be in this position right now. But to circle back on the cancel culture question, I think the only time it really worked was Daniel Caesar. That was the only time
It
it
worked.
yeah,
It worked on that dude that was a pedophile like recently on YouTube. I think it worked on him.
James Charles.
No, the other one, the larger guy.
The other one.
Oh, EDP?
EDP
Yeah,
was
that
never
guy.
really on. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He
He
is
had
a
a
meme.
following. He had like a decent bit of subs.
He
If I
he
remember
was a,
correctly.
no, he was a
No,
meme.
that nigga, no, y'all niggas is wild. That nigga,
I'm pretty
EDP
sure he had like at least 1 million subs. He had a following.
that nigga, he definitely had a dedicated set of people. That nigga
He had
memes
a
that
very big
stretched.
following. I'm not gonna lie.
That
To
Yeah,
nigga had
yeah.
memes and a name that stretched for years, nigga. That was a legend. Was
He-
a legend.
Okay, but
he-
then compare that to James Charles. People
He's
tried
still
That's
canceling James Charles
different.
when there was literal proof of it, dude. He grooms 14-year-old straight boys.
I mean,
Listen, I
He's
can't.
not
I can't.
canceled.
he's
And
not.
he's
can't
not
fight that
canceled.
group. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was something I wanted to type in the group chat, but I know if I ever said it out loud, it'd be bad. But listen, I'm gonna just say like that is a regressive community of people at times. I'm gonna just say it like that.
That's what I mean by that shit only exists on Twitter, bro.
That shit pulls the community of the world back. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, he's still
You
going.
talking
That's all I'm gonna say
about
on
the
that.
gay people that go after like the straight ones?
I feel like that's a very fair point that Tony made.
I can't word it no other way than how I worded it.
I
And
feel,
I gotta leave it
I,
how
I
it
feel
is.
I feel like that's like a very fair point that Tony made. I feel like that when people aren't really looking for justice and it's just one-sided to move a cause, I feel like it hurts the overall cause and like just
Yeah,
the
it's like
fucking whole community as a whole.
it's like
I
it's,
know what he means. I get it.
it's a lot of regressed actions and thinking that happen around that, and it's just like the mob mentality and the just the brain dead following that comes with it all. It's bad.
I feel like
it's dangerous too.
I feel like a big part of like him not being canceled is I feel like he's almost too fucking big to fail. Like he's in like he has his own like brand. He has like his own makeup shit like all over fucking stores. I feel
Bro,
like
the amount of people that do what he does as well is very big on his following as well. Like you can't cancel a nigga when a good portion of his community probably does it too. Just saying.
Yeah, it was like that whole thing
Because
with
that's a very
community.
it's a very common thing.
The Smash community. The Smash community, bro, you can't cancel the Smash community. Like you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Like, bro, like this is cancel culture is just like Tony said, is outrage culture. And what you're doing is, and this is what I was talking about. You should holding someone accountable and trying to erase a nigga from existence is two different things. Like, yeah, you can hold that person accountable and try to separate that person from the culture, but strictly just saying get him out of here because he did XYZ, and then everyone is just dogpiling it for like a week or two, and then it just goes away. Like, that's not doing anything. What I mean by holding someone accountable is like, bro, you gotta show us why this person should be like exiled, what they did, and then you really can't support them in any capacity. At some point, you gotta stop
Listen, man, I
talking
feel
about
like
them. No, hold up. At some point, you gotta stop talking about them. At some point, you gotta stop retweeting, liking. You gotta delete. Like if it's an artist, music artist, you gotta delete their music. Like you gotta stop showing up. And I get it's one thing from like social media to the casual or whatever, like the casual listener who may not be too in tune to all of that. Because Twitter is a news source essentially. So we might get shit day one and they might not find out for a couple months later. And by that time it's probably swept under the rug. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, pause. We got a special guest appearance.
Who was that?
Banks.
Oh, is that Banks?
We got KG Money Banks in the building.
Hey Banks. Hey, what's good, Banks? Hey, we going right now. We going. We live.
Okay, so back to the thing we were just talking about. I feel like, listen, man, I don't feel like it's just like a Twitter problem. I feel like it's like a problem as a nation. Everybody just tries to cancel everybody and just throw them in a dark corner and just
You
take
can't
everything
use as a
away.
nation because that shit.
But listen. Let me finish. I feel like nobody in this nation really gives a fuck about rehabilitation. I feel like it's if you do something bad, just go away. I feel like it'd be a lot easier if people, instead of just trying to take everything away from you when you do something bad, I feel like if they were to try and actually like rehabilitate you to make sure like you know why it was wrong and why you should never do it and actually apologize and feel remorse for it, I feel like that'd be a lot better than just saying I'm gonna just take everything away from you and hope you don't do it again. That doesn't really work, and it's shown time and time again it doesn't work because the shit that happened with James Charles wasn't just once. He keeps apologizing for the same shit. He keeps doing it. He
Well,
keeps getting caught. He keeps saying I'm sorry and then doing it again. There
hold
is no
up.
progress.
Serve,
Hold up. Pause.
Sisters.
Pause. That's something different. What I was saying, like, all right, the baby can be rehabilitated hypothetically. You get what I'm saying? Like just saying words. Like you can there's ways to go about that. He could be actually educated, even though you're 30 and I feel as though like, yeah. But with James Charles, lock that nigga up. Lock him up.
Yeah, you can't rehabilitate somebody that's grooming 14-year-old boys.
Yeah, like lock that nigga up. Like he's not gonna you're not that's not gonna change.
You're not that guy.
You're not that
Okay, well
guy.
maybe using him was a bad example. I'm
Yeah,
not
like
talking about
using
no being. He should
a
be thrown in
sexual
cell. Like he should be in a
predator
cell.
is not like a good example.
You know,
But
he
like,
should be in a cell. But I'm talking about like the thing with Kevin Hart, the thing with
yeah,
like
so
the
like
baby.
with
I feel
that,
like those are fixable, bro.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
no,
like
for
it's not
sure, and
like
That
I feel
Kevin
like
Hart tweet was actually funny though, and I don't think it was
yeah,
homophobic.
yeah, it definitely was.
what
It
was the
definitely was.
tweet?
Like in the grand scheme of things, it was
All right,
homophobic, but it was funny. It was
let me
definitely like a
read the
joke.
tweet. Kevin Hart
Yeah, yeah.
chicken
It was
wing.
it was like the joke was like something. If my son came out to be gay, I would break a dollhouse over his head and tell him cut it out. That's gay. It was something along those lines.
It
Like
was this one. It was this one. It said, "I just saw a dude put a whole chicken wing in his mouth and pull it out with no meat on it. God damn, that was gay."
I thought it was the one over his. I thought it was the tweet about like his son.
Yeah, it might
The
have been
one
his
that I just
son. It
said,
might
the
have
one
been
that
his
I
son.
just said was the one that started it.
Like no, I feel like it's funny.
All
Like
right, so
it's definitely
all
funny.
right, all right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I wanna tread very lightly here, very lightly. I don't think it was funny, and I'm not saying that because like yeah, but like I don't think it was funny. And what people were upset about is like, yo, again, you got to think about it. People died for being gay. Like people get bullied and beat up for being gay, bro. So if a person that they probably thought was funny say, bro, if my son was like you, I would harm him. They would not take kindly to that. And I get the whole niggas is being too sensitive angle and shit like that, but like you gotta understand it from these people's side or whatever. It's like, bro, this shit is serious. That's like if a white person was like, bro, if my daughter brought home a black guy, I would shoot him. Like, bro, niggas is getting shot out here. That's not funny. It's not funny.
Listen. I feel like I understand that point more on the one about the dollhouse. I feel like about the one with the wing, it was just more of a joke. Cause like I feel like when people back then, and I think even more so
That wing one,
now,
like if that nigga was getting canceled over the wing one, I'd be like, eh. But like the dollhouse one, I can
I
understand.
feel like a large part of it. I feel like a large part of it, like when people say like that's gay, or like as a joke, or when like whatever the fuck. I feel like they just use it like as a term to just describe everything. Like people will say
You
that's
know,
gay to
South
something
Park
that
had an
has
episode
nothing
about
remotely to do
this.
with like homosexuality. I feel like people like I can call one of my friends and be like, yo, what are you
All right,
doing? You
hold up,
trying to
hold
hang
up.
out tonight?
Wait,
And he
hold
could be
up.
like, I'm with my girl, we're making cake. And I'm like, that's gay, and I'll hang up. Like that has nothing to do with like
All
homosexuality.
right, well,
I feel like it's just a blanket term used to describe just like I guess almost more feminine shit.
let me ask you this then.
Love sister.
Let me ask you this. So, you know how the argument when white people want to say nigga or whatever, they're like, well, I'm not saying the ER, I'm saying GA. You know, like you guys, so it's not
Like that one
racist.
teacher, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same
Uh
thing.
huh.
It's the same thing. It's like, bro, it doesn't
You think
matter.
so?
Yes. It doesn't matter. Like when you say that's gay, that's like essentially a white person saying nigga. It's like, bro, you know you're not supposed to be saying that. You know that offends a
So
group
wait,
of
do you
people.
think that racism?
I'm not
Do
saying
you
they're
think
on
that
this. I'm
racism
not.
and homophobia are like
They
coincide with each other?
they should go hand in hand. On some level, they should go hand in hand. Like because it's like people
I feel like
are
they definitely do.
yeah they
It's
go hand in
oppressing a
hand
group for
because like
something they
you're
can't control.
right. You're oppressing a group for something that they cannot control. You are harming a group for something they cannot control. You are forcing your views on that oppressed group. Like that's not the same thing, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And imagine being the targeted race and the targeted sexuality at the same time. It's worse. So like yeah, when you say that's gay, that's wrong. You can't say that. Can't say that. It's wrong. But
I see where you're coming from. I get it. I understand.
yeah. That's why I'm like, bro, like that's why it took me a long ass time because I used to say that again during my like peak Call of Duty days. I used to like say all of that shit. Like I was very toxic. I was a very toxic child. Like man. But like
I feel like
that's
most
I
like
like
guys during like that stage
yeah,
are
but like I
very
don't think you
toxic
should get
and just have
canceled.
anger issues.
I don't think you should get canceled for that. Like if for whatever reason I'm like tweets of mine were like brought up from like 2014 or whatever. Like that's 7 years ago. I shouldn't get canceled for that. Like you want to be mad at me, of course. Yeah, but like I was like what 14 and like you can't, you know. Yeah. But moving on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about women.
Listen, man. One more thing
All
before we
right,
move
all
on.
right,
Hold on.
all
One
right.
more
Go
thing.
ahead, go ahead.
I feel like I'm gonna use this analogy, right? And I don't condone this, like what that like lady said to LeBron in the NBA and all that kind of shit, right? But I feel like with certain topics, like if you're just looking to make money as an artist or like public figure, I feel like you need to just shut up and dribble when it comes to like certain things. Like don't express like your views about like homophobia, like homophobia if it's negative. Like if it's not, I like homophobia is wrong. You need to just shut the fuck up. I feel like on topics like that, like unless it's like the right thing, don't say like
Oh yeah, for
gay people
sure.
are bad. Don't say shit like that. Like that is like literally suicide. And I don't like mean do it in private. I feel like bro, just like if you really care about making money, like how the baby claims to be and shit like that, you need to just shut the fuck up. Like you literally just need to just go there, go out there and be like, huh, back in the mail, it's gone, and then just get the fuck off the stage.
All right. So hey Freelo, I'm gonna jump on you again. So our next topic is women or whatever, right? What's something that you wish women understood about you specifically?
Wait, say it again. You cut out.
My bad. I said, what's something that you wish women would understand about you specifically?
Understand about me? That I value my work over everything. It's not just like my job, but it's my work ethic. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that, just for anybody too. That's who I am. It's not like I'm gonna revolve my whole life around work, but I prioritize it a lot. And not a lot of women get that. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, you don't spend enough time with me. You don't see me. You're always at work. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the other, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, in order coming up from like a really like poverty-stricken household and living in Detroit and shit like that, I didn't get to have a lot of nice things. I had one pair of shoes a year, maybe every 2 years. I had to wear them until holes fucking formed at the bottom, right? So I think that kind of boosted my work ethic to what it is now, so I could finally buy myself nice shit. And I don't think women understand that. They're gonna say shit like, "Oh, you value work over me," or "You don't spend enough time with me." This, that, and the other. Blah blah blah. I feel like I'm putting in too much.
All
You know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel as though that I don't want to throw the word trauma around or whatever, but like it might be something there that like, I'm not saying that having a good work ethic is wrong, obviously, but like it seems like there's like a little bit of fear almost. And I get that cuz like niggas don't ever want to be down bad like that again. So it's like you keep on like going to make sure that you don't go back to that. But at some point, man, I feel as though you should just chill and relax a little bit. Like obviously
I
like
feel like that's not true.
I mean, nah, like bro, you're just working. It's cool that you have money or whatever and like obviously you do shit. But like this is more of a general thing and not specifically towards you. This is towards people who just work. It's cool that you're working and you're making money, but what's the point of saving all of that money if you're just gonna work? Like you're not using it, you're not doing anything with it. You're just working. You can't enjoy the fruits of your labor if you're constantly planting fucking fruit. So it needs to be a balance. You need to strike a balance with that. And in your case specifically, I just think, fam, you need to like chill more than what you're doing already. Like, and this isn't me being mad or whatever, but like we could have like recorded this earlier if you just like relaxed, just said, nah, this is my off day. I'm not gonna go in and do XYZ real quick. I'm gonna just chill. And
But it's
fam,
like,
I like go ahead. I want you
as a
to,
person that I am, when I take a break, it's hard for me to get back into that. I think Tony can relate to this. when I take a break for a while, it's hard for me to get back into the motivation and the grind that I was at before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? When I'm
yeah,
constantly going to work every single day and like I clock in, clock out, I'm a work machine, shit like that. And when I
yeah.
take a break, I'm not gonna come back as the same person.
And
Yeah, that's what was for me with streaming. Like
yeah,
when I dropped out, when I dropped out of streaming, I just like tried to come back like maybe a couple times a week, and it was just not happening. And then I just ended up just say, "Fuck it, I'm out of this." I stopped streaming for a whole 6 months, and I'm
It's
just
hard
not
to
able
get
to
that
get like my
motivation
work
back.
ethic back. Yeah.
I get that. Cause for me personally, like my job, they'll give you like 7 days off. Like that's not even your paid time off. That's like they'll give you 7 days off or whatever. And during that 7 days off, that is the most dangerous time for me because once I get used to like not going into work, I get that. I don't want to go back in. Like typically speaking, I'll call in an extra day, so I'm off 8 instead of 7 because you get used to like not doing that shit. I get that. But
Not
what
doing anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
feel
get
like
that.
I feel like the idea that like well just at most specifically the where he needs to like almost slow down. I feel like that's like not the best advice, especially now that he's like getting his like feet dipped into like the fucking
I'm
real
finally
estate
moving up, and let's
market.
let yeah,
Yeah, he
exactly.
definitely is. I feel like this is not a good time to take your foot off the gas,
And
especially
that's
with the
something
No,
shit
that
I'm
going on.
not. I'm
let's
not
use my ex
saying.
girl for example. That's not something that she understood. It's not like I'm like the path that I'm taking now. I'm trying to build generational wealth. I'm not just trying to make myself wealthy. I'm not trying to make myself rich. I want to make sure everybody around me is rich too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she used the example where it's like she's like I bought you things for your birthday, this that and the other, and you can't even spend time with me. And I'm like, you can't even use that example because my off days, we planned something, and my off days are my off days when I was with her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then she would get mad that when I'm not off, I would pull a double. And then I would be so tired after my double because it's like a 14, 15-hour shift. You know what I mean? I would be so
Mm-hmm.
tired after pull my double, I would go home. And she's like, I've pulled doubles and I've come to see you. I'm like, but the fact is, she used that, but she did doubles once every 3 months, once every 4 months. You guys know me. I was doing this shit 3, 4 times a week. You know what I mean? It's shit like that where it's like it's just I feel like my work ethic is a part of me and it's a part of who I am. And to be with me, a girl has to understand that.
Right.
Mm,
Tony, you want
I
to
think
go?
to a certain I think to a certain degree that nigga worth ethic is like mad unhealthy. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it's very
Oh
toxic.
no,
I'm
it's
not even gonna
definitely
lie to you.
unhealthy, but I mean, it's definitely
I
It's,
mean,
unhealthy. But I
fuck,
mean, it's like getting him where he wants to go. So like,
It's working.
nah.
That's all that matters.
no, no,
It's
listen,
working.
listen. I feel
I'm
like
saying
not
it's
this
like
is a
working for
big thing you
now
need to
until a
understand.
nigga
Wait,
get
hold on.
yeah,
more
it's gonna.
responsibilities. You get a family, son. You fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, no. I feel like you need to understand that like,
That's what I'm
this
trying to
could
build for though. Like I'm
this can
buying the
only go
houses
to like a
now.
certain degree.
that's
Like
that.
like yo,
Hey,
working
hey,
15, 14 hours a day.
Dragon.
It
That's
comes before everything else.
that's what I was saying. I wasn't just talking about now. I was saying like, bro, you need to take a step back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's not just money. That's like everything else. It's like, fam, if you're constantly working and working and working, because you're like, all right, I gotta build up, gotta build up, gotta build up. You're going to lose sight of what's actually being built as you're constantly building. You get what I'm saying? So
The
like
thing is, I'm 21 years old and I own a home.
and
And I
that's
have and I'm trying to buy more. So by the time I'm like 30, 31, 32, I'm going to be retired. I don't have to work anymore. I'm going to get all my money, all my income out from my houses. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's shit that I'm building for now that I have already set in my mind 10 years down the line. You know what I mean? I'm not I know you guys might think that my work ethic is unhealthy. I mean, it kind of is cuz I don't have any time for myself anymore. This is my first off day in 21 days, 22 days. And I wasn't even off. I still had to go into work. But like the checks have been good, man, and it's been treating me nice. And it was like
this nigga a
the more
victim
that
of capitalism.
I am, and I'm abusing it, bro. You gotta capitalism. As much as everybody wants to talk about socialism and shit like that, capitalism is not going anywhere.
Obviously.
And you gotta find a way to maneuver in the system and abuse it, bro. No matter how hard you gotta work, you gotta abuse capitalism because
I
this
don't
shit is
think
not going anywhere.
you're abusing the system if you're abusing yourself.
I mean, how many 21-year-old homeowners do you know?
But is that really like it's a flex? Sure, like it's definitely a flex.
it's not just being a flex.
No,
It's
no,
like
I'm
the
not
fact
saying
that I
you're
made it
like you're
work. You know what I
flexing
mean?
it, but like what I'm saying is like it's a flex for sure. But like at the same time, man, like I feel as though like this is where I was like, bro, kids should be kids. And I'm not saying you're a kid, you 21, but like, nigga, you young, bro. Like, I don't know your entire life situation, so I'm not sure if you actually had to do this or whatever. But if you didn't, then like it's okay if you just like, you know, like set yourself up for sure. But like at the same time, like, bro, have your own life too. Like, there's no reason why a 21-year-old, if they can control it, saying this is the first off they had in 3 weeks. That shit is crazy.
I mean, but I need you to understand that like this isn't forever.
I
Like
know it's
obviously,
not
like this
forever,
rate and
but
this
like,
pace isn't forever.
bro, you're gonna burn yourself out eventually.
What else am I gonna be doing? You know what I mean? Am I gonna sit home and Discord all day? Am I gonna be playing games all day? Like,
Burn
I go out
yourself.
every now and then,
Yeah,
but
like,
like,
bro, like that's
it's
what
just
niggas is saying. It's
that's
like
not me as
enjoy
a like.
yourself.
Even if I wanted to take a break, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna like just constantly going out every day. You know what I mean? I like kicking back every now like once
That
in a
shit
while.
gets
You know
old.
what
I
I
know
mean?
what you mean.
I don't
Yeah, and
know.
it definitely
Like,
gets
That
old,
shit
and
gets real old real fast.
I'd
I mean,
rather be making money.
I get that, and maybe that's just my core philosophy. Because like, really, I'm just a laid back guy, honestly, and I'd rather just like chill. Like as long as everything that's paid off is supposed to be paid off, then like I'm chilling, bro. Like there's no
I
reason
mean,
to.
y'all knew me since I was in high school. You remember my old days. I was never home, bro. I was
Yeah,
constantly out. I came back every single day with a different story. I already lived that life, regardless if it was when I was 15, 16, 17. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
But
went through that phase, and I'm okay with it.
all right. Well, hey, yo, Dragon, fucking, it's
What's
your
good,
turn.
Quan?
What's something that you wish women understood about you?
I wish that females know just because I don't raise my voice, shout, and hit them doesn't mean I don't have a limit and doesn't mean I don't get very frustrated and pissed off. Because I don't swing on you. I don't put my hands on ladies. I don't raise my voice.
Where you
So
going with this?
I'm very calm throughout most of my time, right?
Fuck this nigga giving his
But
resume for some pussy, nigga. We'll make it like 10 views.
listen. But when females keep doing the same shit over and over and over and keep repeating the same mistakes and not learning from it, I can't just be expected to just stay at that level of calm. So when I do explode at some point, I need to like I need you to know that I'm no longer like responsible for my actions or what I say that will hurt your feelings. Because I've given you ample amount of time to fix it, to do better, and I've told you what's expected out of you. And I've told you multiple times, if you get to this level, I'm gonna tell you you're acting out of pocket. Calm down.
This
And if
episode
you don't,
kind of
that's gonna be a
messy.
problem.
I was about to
No,
say
that
that
isn't. No,
again.
that
Like you
isn't.
kind of
No, that isn't. Well, I feel like there has to be
you know
very clear
what you're
boundaries.
signing. You know what you're signing up for.
All right.
And if it happens multiple times, the first time's a
Yeah,
mistake. Every other time
yeah,
after that's a choice.
I know.
You know what
Fam.
I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not
Hold
saying
up,
it's
hold up.
completely on you, but like you have to understand from her side too.
My nigga, I was about to say, yeah, let's take this one step at a time. You can't just say on recording that you are not responsible for your actions. You are. You are. Regardless of how mad you get, you are responsible. So like that's something to where as though you gotta handle it as an adult. That's pretty much the bottom line. So let's just start there. Another thing, it's like, fam,
Well, when I say not responsible for my actions, like I said, I've never put my hands on a female. I
I
never
know
will.
you're not saying that,
But
but it comes off as saying that that could happen. But what
no,
I'm
no, I've
saying
never
is
put
like,
my hands, and I would never will. But like when I say that, I mean that like if you keep repeating the same mistakes, and I keep telling you what's expected, and you don't do it, and then I snap and hurt your feelings, it's not my fault. I don't care. I
I,
don't care.
I guess. I mean,
Like 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 something that I like recently learned from Destiny. I feel like
just
um
throwing X's out there like that second time. Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I don't give a fuck. I feel like, bro, I feel like if I've made it very clear what I want and what is expected, and you don't do it, and then you like expect me to stay, that's unreasonable. I feel like something that I've learned recently is that I gotta value like my own self and put myself above you. I shouldn't like make you a bigger priority than myself.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
if like a female ever comes to me is all like, why am I not your number one priority? That's why. And I feel like that's something people should never expect out of somebody else. Like I would never expect like a future female to be like, oh, I value you more than I value myself. Like you being stupid. Don't do that.
That shit happens so often in relationships, and I fucking hate it,
It's
dude.
it's so bad, and it's a cycle that you get stuck in very, very quickly and easily, and it is bad. It is
Because
very,
like
very bad.
at that point, nobody is to blame but yourself. Now I'm not saying for you, but
Legitimately.
for the girl. Like
No,
nobody
I
is
feel
to
like for
blame
both
but
parties.
yourself.
I really feel like for both parties, if you put somebody like above yourself, unless they're like actually family or blood or something, or like somebody that you've literally known your entire life, and they keep doing the same mistakes and not bettering themselves, then it's your fault. You're putting
I
yourself in
don't
that
know. I might
situation.
just be a pile of shit, but I take like I feel no pity when a girl says that to me. Like I'm not gonna lie, because
That's fair.
like I would never ask like a girl to do that. You know what I mean? And
I
they say
know.
they do it anyways, and I feel like it's a guilt mechanism. You know what I mean?
It definitely is. It definitely is. It's like almost gaslighting without realizing it.
Like it's a really toxic way of like loving somebody, and
It is.
that shit's not healthy, and that shit happens so often in relationships, and I really don't think
Mhm.
that shit's talked about enough. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, honestly, I'm with y'all on that shit. Like, let me reiterate, I'm with y'all on the whole. Like, I feel as though everyone should be their first priority. Like, you yourself should be your first priority, and everything that you like pursue, do whatever. Because, like, I feel as though if you put someone else above you, that's just gonna ruin you. Because what's gonna happen is not only are you gonna form a codependency on that person to like always be good towards you, you're going to be so fucked if that person just decides to leave. And that happened to me. My first love or whatever, and like I love her to death. But like, bro, I was obsessed. Like that shit was not healthy, bro. And like I put her above me and like I was stuck for like years just trying to essentially rebuild myself. And now I'm at the point to where as though I put myself above everything else in every situation or whatever, but at the same time you should still have some sort of compassion and empathy for the other party involved. Like don't be a little dickhead about it, but like, yeah, still like, protect yourself and like, make sure that number one is good, but at the same time it's like if you got this person in this relationship with you or whatever, understand that you still care about this person and that like if you do have to like let them go or whatever, let it be gently and not just like, all right, I'm focused on myself, I'm worried about myself, I'ma just go and that's it. Like you get what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like after like my recent experiences, I feel like there is nothing wrong with that. I feel like there is absolutely nothing wrong with telling somebody there is something like wrong with you that I can't fix, and it's not my job to, even though I tried.
And no, I'm not saying that you should stick around, but what I'm saying is like, bro, it's ways to go about it is what I'm
Why would I
saying.
word it lightly to not hurt their feelings?
I was just saying be
Why not
nice,
tell them the
man.
honest truth so they know what the problem is so they can work on fixing it?
Fam, all right.
I feel
You
like
know
there's
what?
no
You know
reason
what?
to
You know what?
sugarcoat it.
Let's do it like this. Dragon. If I like not even
Hi.
in a relationship, but like let's say like me and you were hanging out, right? And I'm like, bro, I
Mhm.
don't think we should hang out like that. And you go, why?
Okay.
You want me to go because you fucking
Uh huh.
stink? Or do you want me to go, hey, I think you should like, take care of yourself better. Like you should like, work on your
That's a very
hygiene.
broad thing. I don't know.
You
I
should,
don't know
you
what you mean
should,
by
you
take care
should.
of myself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you should take care of yourself. You should work on your hygiene a little bit. Here's some deodorant, something like that. Very respectfully. But if I just go, bro, you fucking stink. Like, you want to hear
I mean,
that?
I'm not gonna tell a bitch that I broke up with like I'm gonna break up with you because you're fucking insane.
I
Yeah, no,
would.
definitely don't word it like that. Don't. Nah, that's a little too far even for me. But like, I feel like don't tiptoe around it. Just tell them so they know how to fix it, or
Like,
like,
listen, you need
to
a
like
therapist, and
take a
I'm not
step.
gonna be your therapist for you.
Literally, like I like me
Oh,
trying to be
it's
a therapist
funny.
is hurting
When
my
I
mental, and
said
it's not
that
good
I
for
can
either of us.
mentally handle something, I got death threats. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess.
I mean, listen, that lady was just insane. There's no other way to word it. That lady was just insane.
I
Plus, she
wish
didn't have
she
her driver's
wasn't.
license. You should have known better.
Ooh, TNN, yup. Oh. All right, but anyway, what I feel as though
That's summoning.
what I feel as though women should understand about me specifically. Honestly, this is something I notice about myself. I'm the type of dude that I love hard in the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm very affectionate, and then I calm down. Like I level out essentially. That doesn't mean that I like you any less, but it's just that I'm composed now. Like at first, like I was just like mad excited and happy that I'm getting to know a new person or whatever. And like I'm gonna pull out all the stops or whatever to make sure that you stick around. And that's not saying that once I actually get you or whatever that I'm gonna stop, putting in effort and all of that. But like what I'm saying is like I I was already there to where so I was on 10 and previous relationships and it just fucked me up. And that's something I'm still working on to where so it's like I need to come in more leveled and hopefully it can go from let's say 5 on a love scale to like 10 versus like me starting at a solid 8 and going down to a 6 but still feeling the same if that makes sense. So like yeah, for me personally,
Mhm.
I just need to really just balance my shit out or whatever. Cause like I feel as
Mhm.
though a lot of girls be like, bro, you switched up on me. You don't fuck with me like that no more. And I'm just like, nah, I still do. It's just like I'm not crazy, you know? Fuck. All right. Um.
Hold on. One last thing before we like move on to the next thing. I feel like people confuse obsession and love very often, and they're very two different things. I feel like sometimes people have like a codependence or just be comfortable around somebody and they think they'll love them, but as time proven, from what I've heard from people and what I've like experienced myself, I feel like it's just a comfort in something that's similar.
I mean,
And
is love, man.
I don't think being obsessed with somebody's not being the same
I
as
mean,
in
nah,
being in
like
love with them.
seriously.
There's a
So
very
like,
large difference.
I was listening
No, I
to the.
feel like before you say something,
I,
I feel like obsession and love coincide with each other. I feel
I don't
like
think they do.
no, I feel like you can be obsessed with somebody because you love them, but I also feel like you can be obsessed with somebody because you want to love them. You know what I mean?
all right. So
Okay,
like,
okay. So I hold on. So I
wait,
feel like
Let me ask a
go
question
ahead,
real quick.
go ahead, go ahead.
Is obsession when it's not warranted?
No, it's obsession regardless.
But like, if I'm like, all right, so like me and you, Dragon, if you were obsessed with me, but the feeling was mutual on some level to where as though I'm like, I love you
Hmm.
too, is that okay?
Uh huh.
Is
It depends. It depends. I feel like if you're in love, there should be like a small healthy amount of obsession, as in like I don't want like my person like to sleep around, or as in I want to spend time with my person. I feel like that's a small healthy amount of obsession, which is fine. I feel like the point to where like I want to spend every single waking minute with you and you can't hang around with anybody else or do anything that you want to do by yourself is unhealthy. And I feel like that's when it gets to like a dangerous point.
yeah,
And I feel like people confuse that. I feel like people confuse those two often.
I feel that. Um, so what's your ideal woman?
Thick, big booty bitches, nigga.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I just want somebody that's like rich as fuck to take care of me. That's all it is. I don't care about anything else at this point. Just be successful and rich and just come take care of me. I'll fucking feed the kids. I don't want to work no more. Just bro. Like I'll be a stay-at-home dad. I'll take care of the kids. You do everything else. Like, go pull 6 figures in for me, sweetheart. Go kill him, tiger. Like fuck, man.
You go have
Put our
breakfast
jacket on
ready
for her
every
in the
day.
morning. Make sure the car is
Yeah.
started nice and
Literally,
warm.
baby, I started the car for you. I know it's a little chilly outside, so when you get in there, the heater's all nice and hot. Like, come on, man, don't make me work. I'm tired.
Bro, I mean,
We got too many miles on his car.
niggas know me, man. My ideal woman is like, you know, she gotta be a little like I don't want to date a weak girl, you know. I don't want to date a girl that like this is gonna sound mad misogynistic, but like just follow me. I don't want to like. I feel as though sometimes I'd be looking at a girl. I'm just like I can tell the type of girl you is, and you not my type. Cause like I need someone who's like a little dominant, a little like aggressive, someone who can take charge, and not just like towards me, but just towards
Who
life.
could beat the
Like it's
fuck out of you?
yes, that shit's so fucking hot. But like no, like philosophy wise, like bro,
Hey,
like
relax.
someone who can just like
My bad.
okay, I'm sorry. Someone who can take charge and just like they set goals for themselves and they just take that shit, bro. Like I like that. That shit cool, man. And she gotta be thick. I like thick girls, man. You know, like Chipotle burritos. I
Oh,
think
we
that
know.
shit's fire.
We know.
Yeah,
Like Chipotle
yeah,
burritos, that's funny.
Like tree trunks.
yeah.
Bro,
No,
I don't know,
fuck out
hold
of
on.
here.
I don't know if this is gonna. Never mind. Actually, it'll come off wrong. Never mind.
No, say
Okay,
it.
wait. All right.
No, no, no.
This
I'm
this
gonna get
pod.
canceled
Hey,
for it.
listen,
Never
I
mind.
ain't going to stunt. This is a very messy podcast episode. So
I'm no, no. I would probably
fuck
get
it. Go
canceled. Never mind.
deep.
Y'all got it. I'm good, bro.
Cancel culture
We're
don't
about to end up
exist.
I,
We
being the
had a.
baby.
literally, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Y'all got it.
I
I
want to hear
mean,
Banks'
really-
answer.
No, no, you don't.
Bro, Banks, what's your ideal girl, bro?
No, you don't.
wait,
come
one
on.
more thing. I need a dark skinned queen. She needs to be dark skinned. I love dark skinned women.
Listen, man. In all seriousness, as long as like, she has no mental problem and she's like reasonable and not like, and it fits my level of attractiveness, then that's all I need, bro. That's all I want.
I want a girl
Just
with the
don't be
same work
cra-
ethic as me.
Bro,
Y'all
y'all would
never
never
gonna
see
see each other.
That's the
y'all
point.
would
That's-
leave each other left at the altar. Like neither of y'all would show up. Y'all would clock a
That's the
double.
point.
Like, come on now, get away, get back.
Man, I would hate to date someone I work with. That shit sucks.
That shit sounds terrible.
It's not bad.
You don't have shit to
Bro,
talk
imagine they
about.
taking too slow on the line or something. Imagine y'all are like lawyers and y'all like fuck up like one of y'all fuck up like one of the fucking cases or something. Y'all gonna be mad at each other. And you gonna have to go home and see them. Come on, man.
Bro, that would be a sick relationship though, like a defender
That's
or defendant attorney with a like sleeping or married to a state attorney.
I feel like y'all couldn't work on the same shits, no? Like the same cases. I feel like that'd just be illegal, wouldn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think it works like how the medical field does.
That has to like. There's no way you could like.
No, because a lawyer could just be bought no matter what, except for a state attorney. A state attorney is for the state.
I feel like okay, so maybe like the state attorney, like district attorney, like the one that's prosecuting the prosecutor. I feel like they would just get switched off the case then. Like there's no way they wouldn't, right? There has to be like a form of like, like friction there.
I don't think so. I don't think because that's how the medical field works. You can't
Bro, what the
operate
fuck
on
are
like
you
somebody
guys
like.
talking about?
Anyway,
talking about- alright, yeah, continue.
We'll just agree to disagree. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I
Fuck.
don't know, man. Working with somebody would just be tough. Like, especially if you're in love with, because if they fuck up, you're gonna want to like either like sugarcoat them or you're gonna snap at them. I feel like there's no in between.
It's not that bad if the bitch isn't psycho.
But
I
let's
like.
keep it above.
I
I
mean,
feel like a lot of
I
people
don't mind
nowadays
a
have some
little
form of mental
crazy.
condition.
Like I don't mind a little
No.
crazy. I ain't gonna stunt.
Not
No.
my type of crazy.
No,
No.
bro, I don't want any form of crazy. I want a wholesome Christian chick at this point that is just prays to God and is
Me
completely
too.
mentally like sane.
Me too.
Haram.
Get away, bro.
Just like me.
Get away, bro.
But
Oh.
like, nah, man. Like, bro. Like, I mean, do y'all think y'all fit the ideal standard that y'all have, or
Oh fuck no. No.
how would you?
What do you mean? I understand it. What do you mean?
Like, all right, so like, I know you like gave two answers or whatever, but like your serious answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go first. For me, like when I was like, yeah, I want a dark skinned, thick girl or whatever. It's like I want her to like,
Mhm.
take charge a little bit, a little aggressive, whatever. Yada yada yada. Look at yourself and be like, do you fit that standard of your dream person or whatever? And like, and if you don't, like, how would you
Like
change
if
that?
I was a female, would I be
No,
my dream
nigga,
person?
you like,
Or what?
like,
What do you?
you know how
Are
niggas
you
be
the
like,
ideal person for a female?
no, like, so like, you know how niggas be like, oh, I'm not good
I'd
enough
like
for
to
her.
think so.
Would you be good enough for her?
I definitely think I am. I'm very like forgiving. I'm very kind. Yeah, hold on. This is gonna sound like a resume. Never mind. But I feel like yes, I am. Well, like, but I'm gonna start sounding like a sip listing off my accolades and shit. Let me back up. But I feel like I am.
Tony tweet. I mean, me personally, I think like I still got a ways to go. Not like a long ways, but like I feel as though I can still improve. Like without putting that girl business out there like that. Like I could have handled my whole last situation way better than what I did, honestly. But
That shit
like,
was hilarious.
fam, that shit, I it almost made me want to like delete my fucking Twitter. I'm not even going cap, bro. I was just so confused and frustrated, bro. Like it was funny as shit. Like don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I felt it's not often that I feel uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? But I legitimately felt a little uncomfortable.
She
And
literally wanted to kill you.
Wait, hold on. Let's
don't
put a
get me
pin in what
wrong,
you're
I
talking
was
about.
very
Hold on.
turned
Did,
on
did,
by
did the
that.
thing? Wait, hold on. Did the thing
Oh.
she did in the group chat with the thing that you sent have anything to do with the fleet that you posted?
No,
Okay, that's all I
nah.
wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know.
You really saw his dick. You're talking to a man when you've seen his dick.
Is
Bro, I
that how
saw
we're
it for
gonna
like
end
a
this
millisecond, I
episode?
swear.
Talking about my meat.
Come on, bro. I saw it for like a millisecond. I thought he was bullshitting, bro.
Could be me.
I don't want to do this.
I
Don't make me talk about this again.
gave a
You drew a
countdown.
picture of it. You saw it long enough.
He
I-
drew a picture.
You did draw a picture of it.
Bro,
I
no,
didn't go.
bro, hold on, that's not fair. That's
Wait,
not fair.
no,
You
no,
act like
no,
I'm
no,
so
no.
full.
On
Wait,
top
hold
of
on.
that, on
Now
top
we're
of
gonna
that, on
talk
top
about
of that,
this. No,
Tony said I wasn't lying.
I told you I had the chat muted. Come on, you can't do this, bro. You can't
You
do this to me.
responded instantly.
I was at the gym between sets. I already explained myself, bro. Come on.
No. He said it, and then you said I'm gonna go see it.
Bro, I explained
Yeah,
it. I sent the
yeah.
message, but it didn't send because I was driving without fucking connection. And I was
We
on
got
T-Mobile.
We
Come
got
on,
that
bro.
message. We
You
got.
drew a picture of it.
Listen, if
on,
you
bro.
wanted to see my meat, that's all you had to say.
Can I see
Come
it?
on, bro.
All right,
It's
that's how you
okay.
want it.
I saw it
Yes,
for like a
sir.
millisecond. And the artist thing. The
Oh
artist.
wait,
Don't
hold on,
make it seem like
Before
I'm
we
some
keep
sort of artist.
on,
I drew a stick figure with a dick.
like L isn't in here, so don't be like L. But like, yo, L, I'm so sorry you saw that shit. I was about to DM you. And I was about to DM you, but it was too late. But like, yeah,
Oh, man.
you saw my meat.
He literally
But like,
he was so traumatized. He was like, I can't believe I saw this man's dick.
I feel
Bro,
as
I
though
think
play
the-
phone games.
I'm not upset, bro. I'm not upset that I saw it for like a fraction of a second. I'm upset that he deleted it afterwards. It's either you
have to
go
go
all in
back.
or all out.
Why
Like,
you
there's
wanted
no,
to
there's
see
no
it
between,
again?
bro.
You have to go
You
back.
miss it?
No,
The
bro.
I can send it to
No,
you.
bro. Listen.
You missed-
If I had to see, you leave it up so other people have to see it too.
What you mean?
If I suffered, let others suffer as well.
Nah,
Was
I
it
don't
really
think.
suffering if he drew a picture of it?
Yeah,
Come
you
on, bro. It
picture
was a stick figure with a penis. You've never drawn a stick figure with a penis?
penis
Hey, you
is
saw
kind of
enough to
big.
draw a picture.
Bro, I
What?
drew a stick figure. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this.
You got the position down and everything.
Yeah, he had my.
You win,
Yo,
bro.
you saw my meat, bro. Like we close. Like that's
Hey,
like you
Tony.
know, we closer
Yo.
because of that.
You're not safe for you.
No, we not, bro. We're not closer
What
because
I
of
do?
that.
Why not?
How does dick look?
Come on, bro. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna talk.
Come on, bro. Next topic. Bro, next topic. I don't. Next topic.
Bro, we hit an hour 30. We wrapping this shit up, bro.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
One more thing. I can't end this on my fucking meat. All right, real quick, a little wholesome note. Tell me something about yourself that you proud of, big or small.
My dick, you take a guess which one.
Like something about yourself that you accomplished recently that you proud of, bro. You know.
I bought a house, bitch.
When did you buy
I
that
bought a
house?
house.
I don't know.
When I went on my vacation.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can I live there?
No, get the fuck away.
Who
He
lit
said
that
you
with
too
you?
broke. Nobody.
No,
It's only-
I'm rented out. $2,200 a month.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna come see you.
You know, I will literally slaughter you
Oh my god, you can't say that.
Cause I'm gay.
in Minecraft.
But yeah, anyway. Hey Banks, how you doing, man?
That's something I'm proud of.
Feeling blessed. How about
Wait,
you?
hold on. I got one. I'm very proud of my unwavering fucking tenacity to keep summoning on this fucking banner and not get anything. Shout out to Dokkan and everybody that works at that fucking shitty game.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Tony. Tony.
What is something I'm proud of?
Link tree.
Yeah, man, Linktree, nigga. Yeah, word. Yeah, spam the Linktree, but
I thought he was gonna say
no,
stream, but that works too.
I don't know, man. I've been chilling. I guess I don't know. You know, I really upset. I really did get a nice car, and I only got to drive it for 6 days, and now a mechanic shop that had my car longer than me. But I think I made some decent accomplishments. It's just I have to give myself probably another 2 more months back before I could really feel like I had
Yeah.
them all. But
Hey,
you know,
man.
got a car. Stream been going good. Work has been all right.
Hey man, if it makes you feel any better, I'm still carless. Like my car is still in the shop, even though it broke down before my like senior school year ended. That warranty is
Maybe.
busting different.
Damn, that's crazy.
They got you now, too.
Bro, they did
Well,
everything they
shit.
can to not fucking put a new engine. They literally fucking shipped like parts from like Korea in by boat. When those didn't work, they're like, alright, fuck it, now we'll give you a new engine. And now they have to ship that from somewhere. So I'm still not getting it anytime soon.
Hmm.
And I
Sounds like
start college in
struggling to
like
me.
3 weeks. They're hoeing the fuck out of me. I'm
Damn,
down atrocious.
that's
I'm down
tough.
so bad.
Mopar,
Alright.
baby.
Mopar. Mopar, baby. Fucking Banks. Banks. You got something you proud of about yourself? You be in the cut, you know.
I'm enjoying work actually.
It's cool, bro.
Yeah,
Not
you
stressing out at work. Just doing my shit, getting money, and all that type of shit. So
Just sitting around a big dick.
come
yo.
on, bro. I'm still recording.
My bad, bro.
what you mean? You was talking about your? You know what? Go ahead.
Hey,
Never mind,
someone
bro.
else brought that up.
Word.
You still like continue on the conversation with it though.
I mean, it's my dick. It's very pretty.
Come
All
on,
right,
bro.
Yo,
all right.
all right. But to wrap it up, something that I'm proud of about myself is that I'm making a huge life decision, moving across the country. And, I'm very calm, cool, and composed about it. I was unsure about it a little bit, kind of anxious, but like, I think this is right. I think this is the next step for me. And hopefully it all works out. And that's pretty much about it.
Bro, here's what's gonna happen when you move, right? You gonna order like a Philly cheesesteak. It's gonna be bad, and you can be like, I miss home. That's what's gonna happen.
I want to go get some feud.
I foresee it and
Stop talking about my accent like that,
Want to go get some feud. Want to go get a Philly cheesesteak.
bitch.
I foresee
Get
it,
some gas in my cure. Anyways.
Anyways, let me give a big shout out to fucking me, of course. This will hopefully be out on my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Fucking shout out to Tony Banks, fucking Freelo Dragon, and the guys. This has been an episode, and I don't know when the next episode is coming, but when it comes, it comes. You know me. All right, clocking out.